Coming up in today's video, we're going to talk about some canceled plans from the WWE. Also, in addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about a huge announcement that's been made, and we got a huge update on Seth Rollins. And if you guys want more videos like this, don't forget to click that subscribe button. I want to kick things off with Seth Rollins because WWE is being very careful here. If you guys watch WWE Raw, Paul Heyman made it very clear that Seth Rollins gets to hold the briefcase for, until next year. And they're not really saying anything regarding his health status. A lot of people were thinking, okay, he's going to go get this MRI. WWE is going to provide some sort of update. And the truth is, WWE has actually not done that. And WWE probably will not do that. And I actually don't mind it at all. I know this kind of sounds crazy, but I think the idea of WWE being incredibly quiet about the whole situation with Seth could truly turn into one of the biggest moments in wrestling history. Now, bear with me. Let me explain. Obviously, Seth Rollins carries Money in the Bank. And last night on Raw, we saw Seth Rollins, obviously not on TV, but we saw his group, really stand out. Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, Paul Heyman being a very big deal. And at this time, when we see exactly what has happened here, and we see that WWE has put a huge emphasis on Braun Breaker, and especially with Roman Reigns coming out, I believe genuinely in my heart, if we don't know a damn thing about Seth Rollins' injury, if we don't know how long he's going to be out for, if we don't know what kind of injury he truly has, if we are left in the dark and Seth Rollins randomly shows up at SummerSlam, randomly shows up at Crown Jewel, randomly shows up at WrestleMania next year and cashes in, it will be genuinely one of the most shocking moments in WWE history. And that is why it is going to be very interesting to see how WWE moves forward with this storyline and with this situation. We know WWE has had to pivot. We know WWE obviously had to make some changes, but now this could be all in the cards in WWE's favor. And really, I look forward to seeing kind of what they do here, because if WWE doesn't tell us everything and we get that shocking cash-in, that is going to be so massive, especially when you look at what's been announced for SummerSlam. Gunther versus CM Punk is now official. CM Punk winning the World Championship and then having Seth Rollins come through and absolutely ruin it for him by cashing in would be massive. Now, again, we don't know when Seth Rollins will be back. We don't know if Seth Rollins will be back in a couple months. We don't know if it's going to be 7 months, 8 months. We don't know if it's going to be a year, whatever it may be. But if CM Punk gets to have a little bit of a world championship reign and Seth Rollins is the one to ruin it, now we are elevating the storytelling on a whole different level. That brings us to our next topic. Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Natty Neidhart versus Masha Slamovich at Bloodsport. It's taking place in Rutherford, New Jersey, August 2nd. It's a Saturday night, baby. And Natty Neidhart, who has been going back and forth, this is one of those great things that have happened through social media, because Natty and Masha have been going back and forth. This is actually somewhat of a dream match in the independent wrestling world outside of WWE, because Natty Neidhart and Masha Slamovich obviously are two really skilled talents. Masha works in TNA, Natty works in WWE, and it's really difficult to make this happen because Natty is not on NXT. She's obviously not going to TNA Slammiversary because she doesn't fit into the mold of the storyline that's taking place currently with JC Jane and Jordan Grace and Masha. So now we have Josh Barnett coming through and being able to get both Natty Neidhart and Masha Slamovich in this match. Now, Bloodsport is one of my favorite things that happens over WrestleMania weekend. Now we're starting to see it pop up in more different weekends and stuff like that. And I think this is just one of those things where I genuinely am happy that we'll be able to see this. I think the Bloodsport style that we have all grown to love and respect is perfect for these two individuals. And now the real question becomes, do we see them in a stage where, who wins here, right? Like, this is a very difficult thing to book. Natty being a WWE talent, Masha being a TNA talent. By this point in time, we'll see if Masha's holding the NXT Championship belt as well, because obviously Slammiversary is taking place this Sunday. So that is something to obviously keep in mind. This is just huge, man. This is huge for a variety of reasons. And listen, man, like Natty and Masha are going to go out there and have a really, 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 really good match. So when you see that this is going to be a big deal, then you should get excited about it. And really, one final point that I'll make about this is I feel like WWE has done a really good job of allowing Natty to go outside of WWE. Hopefully, they could bring this version of Natty that we'll see at GCW on WWE television. And that brings us to our next topic, ladies and gentlemen, AJ Styles. That's right. Carlos Silva from TNA, the president of TNA, he's come out and he put out a tweet, which I think, genuinely speaking, is a massive deal because I don't think people do things on accident, right? Carlos Silva has come out with a tweet saying, "We're moving the stage back to accommodate more fans. This event will be TNA's greatest achievement, and trust me, it's going to be phenomenal." Now, I don't know if AJ Styles is headed to TNA Slammiversary or what, but of course, with the idea that he could potentially be showing up, you have to get excited about it. AJ Styles clearly not wrestling Dom Mysterio right now. Dom is not medically cleared. That's the whole storyline that's playing out on WWE Raw. AJ Styles is a beast, obviously from TNA. TNA is selling tickets. I mean, Slammiversary is doing a really good job of moving tickets, especially in the last week and a half. This is one of those things where I'm just super excited to see like how this all unfolds. And again, I don't think things are done on purpose or on accident. So the putting phenomenal in caps and teasing something of this nature is a really big deal. It would be a real big shame if AJ wasn't there now. But I think this is one of those teases that would be really good. And who knows what AJ would do at Slammiversary, you know what I mean? Like, we really don't know what to expect. But, of course, with WWE and TNA working together, having AJ Styles at Slammiversary would be so sweet. I very much look forward to seeing what's going to happen here, and I can't wait to see what's next. And that brings us to our final topic, ladies and gentlemen. WWE scrapped belt. We saw Roman Reigns return, and then next thing you know, Roman Reigns, dude, this guy comes out, and he makes that crazy-ass return, crazy-ass pop. This dude is obviously very famous. And next thing you know, WWE releases new OTC1 merchandise. So, Original Tribal Chief 1. But then it's crazy. They drop a new commemorative title belt, and it's the Tribal Chief Championship. Now, this is interesting because in 2024, there was internal discussions from WWE that was originally reported by WrestleVotes about WWE introducing a physical Tribal Chief Championship into the storyline between Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. So now, this is like, obviously it never went through. It was canceled. WWE never did it. But this is actually the belt that they had for it. Like, this right here is the belt. So WWE would have had this belt. I think it looks so sick, bro. I don't know what it is about this belt that looks sick. The Tribal Chief Championship, it's really dope. But these were the scrapped plans. WWE obviously decided not to do it, but I think that's a little fun tidbit. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below.